Hello lovely people, welcome to the Geek Cupboard, I'm Penge and welcome back to Project Hospital. Well, last time it was a little bit chaotic, wasn't it? It was all over the place with messages popping up left, right and centre and people collapsing and alerts and warnings and everything else. It was all very, very busy, but hopefully things have calmed down a little bit now and today we can move up in the world, literally, because we're going to be building on our second floor here, which is all very exciting indeed. So I think let's get building, shall we? We've got a great big pile of money. We've got $108,103, so plenty of money to actually get something done up here. But I think our first job has to be to poke a couple of elevators up onto this floor. I'm not quite sure how we do that, so here we go. Let's see if we can figure it out. I imagine we just kind of build on top of the existing elevators. I think we have to find where they are and then go up a floor and then build on this floor. I think that's how it works, unless there is kind of, more cunning, clever way to do it. So let's go with, I don't know, let's go with that elevator there. It's kind of in the middle of the hospital. That's quite a good one. So it's right here on this floor that we're looking at. But then if we go up here, we don't know where it's supposed to be on this floor. So I'm not quite sure how we do this. I don't know. Is there something which gives us some sort of visibility options or something? Can we see how these work? Or is there something a little bit clever going on here? So if we go into the build thing, and if I press the right button and go to the build thing, and then hang on. Add new floor. Do you want to add a new floor to the hospital? Elevators will be extended. Oh, I see. Right, so we don't just build up on that floor. We have to do this. We have to say build a new floor. Do you want to add a new floor to the hospital? Elevators will be extended. Okay, that is perfect. That is what we want. Copy floor tiles from the current top floor. Copy walls from the current top floor. No, we don't want to copy the walls and the floor tiles. It's going to be a completely different layout on the floor above. We don't want that and we don't want that. I don't think we do. Do we want those? No, because we don't want the walls, because that means all the rooms are going to look the same. No, we don't want that. But we do want the elevators to kind of poke up a little bit. So, do you know what? Yes, build a new floor. Is it free? Or does it cost us a huge pile of money? So here we go. Fingers crossed, everybody. If this doesn't work, we can always revert back to an old save auto. So here we go. Build a new floor. And there we go. We now are able to build on that floor there. And it was entirely free. Hooray for the entirely free new floor. Now, looking at that, we do have a little bit of a problem, don't we? So over here, plenty of ways up onto this floor. Lots of elevators there. There's one over there. There's one over there. There's no elevators over here, although we have got a bit of room over here. So we could put an elevator over there. No access to elevators over here. Nothing over here. And maybe we could do with one over here as well. So I think maybe, do we need to do a little bit of rejigging? Do we need to actually get some more elevators in? Hang on, let's put the visibility kind of back on. So over here, look, we could put an elevator just here. That would be absolutely fun. I think the pharmacy is big enough to deal with what we've got right now. So I think we could put an elevator in just here. And then we can build around this. We can do other bits and bobs. But if we put it here, it's on that kind of big corridor down there. So it could be quite easy to get to. So I think that's where we put one elevator. If I can find where they are. There they are. Right. So pop that into here. Look. So hang on. Rotate it round. So put that there like that. I don't like the way that they have that weird bit. So put that like that. So put an elevator into that wall there. Now, does that poke immediately up into the next floor? Yes, it does. Okay, that's really, really handy. Okay, that's very good. Right, so go back down again. So we've got one down here. We do need to do a little bit of rejigging of all of the things. Hang on a second. Can we make some things invisible? There we go. Can we do more invisible? That helps quite a lot. Yeah, so grab the floor. So grab the floor tiles, there we go, and then grab the walls. If I press the right button, it would certainly help. Grab the walls, and then just build like that. There we go. So the elevator is now, correctly themed in terms of its walls and the floor. So there's one elevator. So that's quite good. So that's another way up. Then, hang on, go back up again. So that's okay. But yeah, over there is lacking one. I think we could do with one over here. I mean, one over here wouldn't be so bad. What we could do, we've got a little bit of a weird bit over here. Why don't we have two elevators over here, look? That could be quite helpful. So one there and one there. So if people are over in this part of the hospital, they could go up to the next floor over here or over here. And then I think we do need one over here. I'm not entirely sure how we can do that. I'm not entirely sure where it's going to fit. But I think we can get them done over here. So we might need to rejig this a little bit. We might need to fiddle about with our little kind of waiting area, but that's okay. Some of those glass windows might need to go, but that's okay. So I think let's move this around, shall we? So hang on a minute. So move these out of the way. Drag these all out of the way. There we go. Out of the way for now. And then move that out the way as well. And move that out of the way. So then if we put an elevator in here, we might need to move that as well. We might do a massive rejig of all of this over here. But if we get an elevator, I can change the colours of the doors. I didn't notice that before. Oh, that's very exciting. Okay, right, hang on. This is blue, isn't it? So let's have the light blue for this, shall we? So, okay, so if we then say there's an elevator right there. No, there, look. So it's actually inside the building. That's quite good. So pop that there. And that's a nice, easy thing to get to. It's not difficult. It's not tricky. We can put it there. And that is wonderful. Okay, so we need to go and do the wall and change that wall at the back and all that kind of stuff. And then we'll do exactly the same thing over here, because this is going to be quite an easy thing to get access to. Over here is not tricky to actually reach. So move these things out of the way for now. Get another elevator. Aware that we are spending a bit of money because they're £2 a piece, but I think we need to get these in. Hang on. Have we got the right... Hang on, why is the colour thing not there anymore? Hang on, that had a colour thing on it. Where's the colour selecting thing gone for the elevators? It was there, right? I've not... Okay, I might be going slightly mad, but... Okay, right, and then pop that one there like that. And then we have 2 elevators going up to the next floor. Very handy indeed. Right, now we need to repair the floors and everything else. So this should be fairly straightforward. So draw that on like that. Draw that on like that. And then go to the walls. And we'll just carry that round like that. And then we do have a little bit of an issue with what we do here. Because currently we've got a glass wall looking at the back of an elevator, which is not very good. So for now, because we haven't sorted out what we're doing with the walls yet, we'll just... Oh, hang on, what? Did I just draw that on? Oh, it's a window, isn't it? It's a window. Hang on a second. Hang on. So, get rid. Okay, we'll keep those there, because I quite like that. They're quite nice. Lets a bit of natural light into the sort of lobby area. That's quite good. Okay, and then we need to go around and do the same thing with the walls over here. So hang on a second. So walls. Yep, gravity, grab, and then just draw and draw. Okay, so now we've got 2 more elevators poking up into there, again, which is good. And then we need to kind of put all the chairs and stuff back, because now this is a little bit of a mess. So maybe round here we could have... I mean, could we have a seat... I don't know, maybe a seat like that, round that side. That's quite nice, isn't it? We can put a nice seat sort of there so people can have a sit in the window if they'd like to. That's quite lovely. And do you know what? We'll put some opposite as well. Let's do that, look. I quite like that. That's quite nice. Just sort of on the edge of where the elevator is. And we can have the same here as well, which is quite good. Although, there we go. I'm going to say, where are the other chairs? But there they are. So move them to... there like that. Oh, somebody's using that. Do you know what? Those ones are okay. Those ones there are okay. I'm not so fussed about those ones being... I would like to turn them round, though. I kind of want them to go across now. That's a bit of a bother. Okay, never mind. But over here, we can move things around relatively freely. So now we can go to there, look. And we can have a row of seats, maybe sort of like this, possibly. And at the end... we could have, say, the coffee. Hang on, can we change the colour of that machine? Can we change the colour of the machine? Hang on a second. Into, where is it? Into there. So if we press that, can we make that blue? Can we have it as a blue machine? Oh, that's brilliant. Because the whole thing is blue around here. That's really good. And that one can be blue as well. Okay, so a blue snack machine and a blue coffee machine, or whatever that thing is. And then we'll put the bin, kind of like that. Put the little plant like that, which is very important. We have got another bin. We'll put that one... we won't put that one there because we're not allowed. Because elevator. Okay, do you know what? I don't know where to put this now. Let's just put that... there. Just pop that there at the end of that row of chairs. And then we do need to put the drinks machine in somewhere. We do need to get that in. So maybe that could go... do you know what? I want to move these all over one. Just shuffle everything over like that, including the plant hiding there. I see you hiding. Right, like that. Put the drinks machine there. Let's put that bin there. And then just rotate that round. And we'll have a couple more seats over here. I think that could be what we want to do. So get some modern benches. They are they're this shade of blue. That's okay. I'm not going to go and change all the colours of the chairs now they're in. There we go. I quite like that. So that's kind of sorted that side out. The only problem is, yeah, that chair is now in use, which is a bit of a bother because I'd rather it wasn't. Who's using that chair, and can you please not? Okay, right, we'll have to come back and sort that out a bit later. I have noticed, though, we have got a bit of space there, there, and there for some lovely plants, because what could be lovelier than when you walk into the hospital with your, fairly unpleasant ailment? What could be lovelier than some lovely plants? That'd be quite nice, wouldn't it? So I think let's have, it says there jack-o'-lantern is a spooky decoration. I mean, right now, as I record this, that's quite topically correct, because it's coming up to Halloween. But, if you're watching this around Christmas, that's going to be a bit weird. So how about we have a little, hang on, can we change the colour of the plant pot? Oh, I never noticed all of these colour options down here. This is wonderful. And then we'll have a big potted plant like that, and then a big potted plant like that. That looks lovely. That looks really nice. I like that. And then, we do need to sort that out at some point because that looks a bit silly. But there we go. Right. So that's one bit done. Then we need to figure out... Hang on. Go back up a floor again. So go up. So, right. Plenty of access round here. Round there, not brilliant. But we could... Oh, let's not get too ambitious. We could put an elevator over here. That would make that room a little bit weird. But I think possibly we need to finish that off anyway, because all the beds are full over here. Over in, hang on a second, what is that? That is the observation room over here. So I think we might want to make that a bit bigger. We might want to possibly make that quite a bit bigger. So if we say put an elevator into here, that's going to be okay. And that can just sort of bend around the edge of, bend around the elevator. That should be okay. And then it might need to come to over here. And then we could put something over here like a break room or whatever. So, okay, let's get another elevator in. So go back to here. There's the colour thing for the elevators again. I mean, we'll have blue again this time. Okay. Right, so rotate and rotate. Pop that there, which is wonderful. Again, we need to go and repair all the damage that it's done, which is a bit irritating, but never mind. Right, so there we go. Right, that's all fixed. Another elevator goes in. Very good indeed. And then I think we could do with possibly one more over here or over in that corner. Although I'm not entirely sure where they could possibly go. I mean, over here is very, very full. It's very busy. There's a lot going on. Unless we, obliterate a bit of the waiting room over here for the X-ray room and for radiology in general. I suppose we could do that. Or maybe we put it in the middle here, but there's nothing else there. That looks a bit weird. I mean, we could potentially make that come out to here. So we could make that a bit bigger. We can make the waiting room for radiology come all the way over here. So we lose this bit of corridor, which always makes me a bit sad because I do like a nice corridor. So we could make that bigger, and then we could put the elevator here. So that would mean there's an elevator just there, which would sort of be okay. That would be all right. So there's none around there, but there'd be one over here. There won't be one over there. But I think maybe that's what we might have to do. However, very handily indeed, nobody's sitting in these seats right now. So we can move all these around and do what we like with them, which is very good. So hang on a second. Let's get these moved around a bit, shall we? Because this is going to take a little while. So hang on a second. All of this is going to be rejigged, everybody. So let's just do this. Oh, there's loads of plants over here. This is wonderful. I like that. Right, okay, so grab all the plants, grab those chairs, grab that thing, grab that thing, grab that. Okay, right, so that now needs to be expanded. So that is radiology, and that is the waiting room. So that's going to be expanded to over there, which is fine. Then we click on that like that, and we go to the floors, and we drip a drop that floor there, and we draw that on like that. Okay, so that's good. Then we go back into here. Then we grab ourselves an elevator without the colour thing on it now for some reason. What's going on there? Why is the colour thing now not on there? I don't know what's going on there. Okay, never mind. And then we will put... Why can't we put the elevator there? Hang on. It can go there. Hang on. Why can't it go flush to that wall? Hang on a minute. That's a little bit of an inconvenience. Okay, hang on. I need to figure out why it can't go there. Elevator is blocked by another object. Oh, it's that thing on the wall. There's a thing on the wall. Hang on a minute. We'll just move that over. It's fine. No. It's still blocked by another object. It never is. Hang on. Do we need to move time on? Is the game having a little bit of a wibble? Okay, so move time on. And there's a thing on the wall there. There's a thing on the wall just there. That's what the problem is. Ah, dearie me. Right. Okay, hang on a minute. So grab that and put that there. That should be okay. Now can we have the elevator? There we go. So this is going to be a little bit rubbish looking. That's not going to look brilliant, but it will suffice. So then we'll do that and draw that on. And then we shall grab... Hang on a minute. Pressing the right buttons would help. Right, like that and like that. And then rotate and rotate because there's going to be a blank bit of wall just there. Grab that and put that back in like that. Okay, right. So there we go. Another way up into the next floor. That's handy. Now we just need to kind of rejig all of this. So I think we don't want to block the door too much. That's okay. But I think that little corner there could be where we put all of our sort of machines and things. So there we go. Although there's a clock there. Hang on a minute. Can we put the clock? We can't put the clock over there for some reason. Okay. Why can't we just put things on the elevator panel bits? That's a bit of a bother. Okay, do you know what? We're going to put the clock round the corner. Because this bit here would be... Can we put anything up against that wall? Oh, yeah, we can. Okay, do you know what? That's fine. We'll do that and that. Then we'll grab the clock. Put the clock there. That screen can come over like that. We'll put the lovely orange juice and such like in the corner. And then we'll put the plant by the door. Okay. So that's that sorted. And then I think, really, we probably just want a great big row of chairs. So just like that looks. So hang on a minute. So go like that. Rotate it round so I can see what's going on. There we go. Helpful. Like that. That's perfect. And then just have the other ones backing on. And we shall have a booking in terminal thingamajig there. And grab another set of chairs like that. We've got some plants as well. So like that. And that one can be facing the other way. Put a plant like that. We have a spare plant. Would anywhere like a lovely plant? I'm sure they would. Who wouldn't like a nice plant? We'll put it just there, look. And then we need to grab... Oh, no, we don't. We absolutely don't need to grab some more chairs because we have them over there parked in the corridor. Okay, there we go. Bit empty over here, but that's okay. Nice clear access to get into the X room if you've got a stretcher or whatever. Right, I think that's that sorted. I don't think we can get any more elevators up into the next floor. I think it's going to be a bit of a struggle. So I think, how many have we got? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, do you know what? That's okay. 10 is a lovely round number there, so that will do. Right. Okay, so we could go and build on the next floor. However, I know I said, oh, we're going to go and build on the next floor. We're going up in the world, and we haven't done any of that yet. We're just going to do something over here very quickly indeed. So the initial plan with this little bit of kind of empty space here was to expand the break room into it. Oh, hang on a minute. The wall's not done. Hang on. Hold the thought that I was going to say, because that's not finished properly. There we go. So yeah, we're going to expand that break room. Just make it a bit bigger and have another door on that end, and then people can just go and have a nice sit down. But quite a few people in the comments have pointed out, in regard to stretchers, we've been kind of putting stretchers into the nurses' stations, and it's all getting very kind of cramped and they're very busy. But loads of people have said, you can just put the stretchers anywhere, really. You can just sort of leave them around, and they'll go and grab them, and then put them back when they're done. So I think we just have a little bit over here, where we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stretchers, just kind of in a corner over here. I think that would be wonderful. that's going to be really good. And that makes a good use of that space. And it means that people aren't dashing around, really far away to grab a stretcher if there's one over here, which is sort of central in the hospital. So that could help out quite a bit. So I think what we'll do is we shall take that wall down and we'll take that wall down. And then we'll just have, who does this belong to? Who does it belong to? Do you know what? It belongs to emergency, I would say. So we shall have that floor going in like that, and then we'll go to emergency and just have that as the emergency corridor, but just kind of spreading out like that. So that will do. It needs some walls, actually. Hang on a second. Hang on a minute. No, hang on. Get the right button again. That's not going well today. Right, like that and like that. And then we'll just get some stretchers. Now, I think we might have to go over here to actually get the stretchers on the thing over here. But yeah, there we go. So generic stretcher or... Hang on. Can't we? There we go. They're the ones that we can have sort of lovely and colourful. But yeah, we'll have blue stretchers, please. And then, yeah, we can have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So we can have 6 stretchers just parked over there for anybody to go and use. That's got to be helpful. That's got to be really good. Right, I think what we'll do is we'll tick time on just for maybe a minute or two, just to make sure that everything kind of works out, because of course we've changed that over there a bit and we've added various other bits and bobs. So let's just make sure that everything is still working. We haven't broken everything. It's all functioning fine. We still do have a bit of space over there, don't we? We haven't kind of figured out what we're going to use that for just yet. But yeah, we'll figure something out at some point. But look at that. Already people grabbing stretchers and moving people about. How are we looking in terms of numbers? It's certainly looking a lot calmer now. It's looking a lot calmer, which is wonderful. We still do have a little bit of stuff over here to finish, but I think we do need to start building over here. We need to work this out over here. And then, yeah, we have got a couple of options. We could build where is it? It's one of these. We could build a general surgery department over here. That was one thought that we had. That was kind of what I was thinking of last night. So we have a clinic maybe over here because you can get to it fairly easily. And then over here, we have a great big hospitalization bit because we know that they're really, really popular. All of these bits here get very busy. So we could have a massive regular ward. Like we could have a huge regular ward in the middle over here full of many, many beds, which means we're never going to be short of beds, because that is currently a bit of a problem. So we could get one of those in, or alternatively, we could possibly build a little bit over here for orthopaedics, say, and have another great big regular ward for orthopaedics, and then we could also have another high dependency unit. So we could have, say, a great big ward over here, and then high dependency kind of next to it over here or something. That would also help out quite a bit. That'd be handy. And then also we could have some operating rooms on this floor as well. Of course, that's going to cost quite a lot of money, and we haven't got enough to build all that stuff quite yet. But I think that might be another good use of our resources. I think that could be quite good. So down here, look, orthopaedics is sort of, where's the elevator? There it is. So orthopaedics is over in that corner. But then as well, is it worth around that elevator there? Is it worth building, so around this one here, is it worth getting some more x-ray rooms in? Because we know that that one down on that floor just isn't able to cope because it's really busy. So I think maybe we could do with kind of zoning all of this out. It's going to be very complicated. We don't need to build foundation though, do we? We don't need to build foundation. I think we can just put walls straight on, which is good. Yeah, there we go. So all the foundation is done, bar that little bit over there. So there we go. So, okay. How are we going to do this? Oh, this is going to be... I apologise for the absolute mess that this is going to be. Right. I think then... So if we have ourselves... We need to go to here, I think. So orthopaedics, I think we want to get ourselves a regular ward. And if we could make that completely massive, that would be brilliant. So hang on. So we want to get... I mean, how do you want to do this? How do you want to make it work? So we could have... How big are the beds? How big are the beds if they're... Whoa, crikeys, if they're facing like that. So 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3, and a gap to walk between them. Okay, so if we then say... Hang on, go back up a floor. So if we then say 1, 2, 3, gap, 1, 2, 3. So that is 2 beds facing each other with a gap down the middle. do want to make it a little tiny bit bigger possibly. So 8. So that's 2 beds with a gap of 2 down the middle. That should be okay. We can have a great big long ward. That could be quite handy. And at the end we could put various bits and bobs. So if we say 8 by something, so if we go, I don't know, 8 by 30, have an absolutely massive regular ward like that. So that's got to be a good thing. That's got to be very handy. So, yeah. And how many beds can we fit in? Hang on a minute. Hang on. How wide are the beds? So they are, oh, hang on a minute. 1, 2, 3. I think they're 3 wide. It's hard to see from there. Chair, bed, bedside table. Yeah, so 3 wide. So hang on. So if we then go up. So hang on. How big was that? How big was that thing? So that's 30. So on that back wall, we can fit 10 beds. And then on here, we can fit maybe 8 beds because we need doors to get in and out. So that's going to be huge. That's going to be absolutely massive. So that would be another, 18 beds, 18 regular ward beds. And then we could, if we can work it out, get a high dependency unit in as well. That would be very handy. So the corridors are 3 wide, aren't they? Yes, just want to go and confirm that. So hang on. So 1, 2, 3. So then over here, do we have the same thing again? Although we can't have it quite the same because we have the elevator over there. So hang on a minute. So if we then have it like that, so 8 by 27 is still quite a lot of beds. So orthopaedics can get a bit of a boost over here because it's really busy. It's really, really busy over in orthopaedics. So that could be really good. So there we go. We can do that. So we can get ourselves some beds over here, elevator. I mean, do we put another nurse's station up on this floor? Do we put that up on the floor as well? Just to make sure that there are nurses on this floor and possibly another on-call room as well. Maybe over here, possibly. So that's what we could do. Hang on. Also, corridor. Let's get some lovely corridor bits in because I do like a nice corridor. So there we go. So that can come up like that and then it can go across like that. So that is what we could do to start with. We could just get that in. That would be quite nice. But we do need another X-ray machine. We really, really do need another one. So maybe we could have that over here somewhere. Maybe that could be over here. Although what's going to go over here, I do not know. Hang on. We want to get a bit like that. We could... Oh, hang on. No, that's not going to work. Don't do it like that. Do it like that. There we go. I mean, in here, could we put the nurse's station and the on-call rooms? Could we put them round here? I mean, okay, they're round the back, which isn't brilliant. You know what? Actually, hang on a minute. Corridor. Might be quite nice to have that coming around that way. I know it's going to cut off a bit of, maybe remove a bed or two, but I think it's probably worth it just for ease of access. So maybe along here, look, we could have another nurse's station, make that quite big, and then another on-call room like that. And that means that we've got plenty of people able to go and make sure that everybody is okay. I mean, yeah, the on-call room doesn't need to be quite as big, actually, does it? I think we found out. So that could be like that, and the nurse's station could be like that. Okay, and then we can have the lovely corridor coming all the way around like that and along like that to link up. There we go, a kind of loop. That's quite nice. So that covers a regular ward, a high dependency unit, on-call room, nurse's station, sonography. I think we do have another one of those over in radiology anyway, don't we? So we've got 2 of those around, I think. So that's quite good. Hang on, go back to there. We have only got 1 lounge. I mean, that should be okay. We did have to increase the size of it last time, but that's okay for now. And then we've only got 1 diagnostic unit. Is that getting busy? I think maybe it was getting a little bit busy last time. So possibly over here, maybe we have a diagnostic unit just sort of tacked onto the end there. There we go. So again, we're kind of working on the department we already have, but it's one of our busiest departments and it does make some good money. So I think that's going to be worth doing. Can we do all of that with $87,000? I don't think we can. And also, we do need to go over to here because we need to get another X-ray room in, or possibly even 2. So I think you come out of this elevator here, or this one here. It needs to be over here somewhere. So I think we get another waiting area. What can we do with that gap there? There's a fairly pointless gap just there that's not doing anything at all. Well, do you know what? Hang on. I know what we'll do. We'll go back to over here. We'll make that corridory like that. And then we'll put some things in it. We'll put some stretchers in it. That could be what we do, just to make things a bit easier for people. Right, back to radiology. So, yeah, we need a waiting room, and then we just need some X-ray rooms. I think that'll be fine. So, got to be 5 by 5 at least. I think maybe we make them a tiny bit bigger. The one downstairs is very big. But then if we have, I don't know, say like that, a waiting area like that. Let's make it a bit bigger because we know there's going to be quite a lot of people waiting. So radiology waiting area and then an X-ray room. Oh, how about they fit into that gap there? So let's have it, I don't know, 6 by 7 and then another one over here, possibly 6 by 7. Hang on, make that one bigger then. Just kind of wrap. You know what? Let's do it like that. Look, there we go. Splendid. So 2 relatively big rooms, waiting area, 2 new X-ray machines going into those. That should help out quite a bit. Again, that's going to be massively expensive. I mean, there's no way we can afford that, but we're going to try and get that in. I think really we work on that now. I think that should be top job number 1. Even just getting one of the X-ray machines in is going to be really helpful. So, okay. Oh, dearie me. Right, here we go. Flooring. Let's go and grab some floor first. Hooray for that waiting area. And up we go. And pop that in like that. $540 on some floor. And then we shall go over here. Pick up the floor for the X-ray rooms themselves. Drag that across like that. And in like that. Okay, so down to $85,500 money. And now we need to get some walls and such like in. Hang on. So we know that around the edge of the elevator is going to be orthopaedics, which is absolutely fine. So around here, we can have that looking like that. We can have that looking like that. And do you know what? That can go out like that as well. So we have a bit of wall up here, which is quite nice. That's going to be orthopaedics. And then for now, I think we just kind of cap that off over there like that. In fact, go like that, look. Bring that round like so, and then rotate, cap that off there as well. So they can come up here, and the only thing up here is going to be some X-ray machines. And then we're going to move into the land of these walls here for radiology. Okay, so let's get these in like this. This is good. Do you know what? This is working okay. It's not perfect, I don't think, but it seems working all right. Right, hang on a minute. Where are we with those walls? We need to come along like that. Okay, so that sorts them out. And then we need to go back down. We want to grab the walls that are in the actual X-ray room itself. And then we want to make sure that they're in there as well. So like that and like that all the way across the back. Rotate. So that one into there. That one into there. Then rotate again. I think I just went the same way, didn't I? There we go. Yep, so rotate like that. Finish that one off there. I think that should be it. So all of the walls have now got, they've all got proper wall covering on. Okay, right. This is good. Then we need some doors. I think we had the fancy kind of, doors with big radiation symbols on because we don't get a chance to use them very often. And they're quite exciting. So how about, though, just to make it a little bit easier. No, let's have the doubles. We'll have the doubles, but that one can go right at the edge, and then that one can go right at the edge there. Okay, so that's fine. And then we need to kit these things out. So we do need to make this valid. I think possibly we make this valid in the most minimal way possible right now. So let's just get a bench or two. Just maybe have a bench like that, and a bench like that, a queuing machine across the end, and we'll have an info TV just there, and one at that end as well, like that. That'll do for now, and then we'll sort that out later. We'll add vending machines and everything else in later, the nice fun stuff, because then I think we need to get one of these in. Now, we did kind of split that room up a bit, but I think we might need to make it a little bit smaller this time around, although I do want it split up, because lots of people said that's how it should work. So the X-ray is $9,500. Oh dear. Right, so yeah, we can put that over there, look. And then we can have a nice big bit over here for where the person pushing the buttons can sit. So let's have one of those there. Thank you very much. That's very expensive. And then, yeah, I want to get the desk in and everything else. So hang on. Let's get one of those. Oh yeah, lots of people have said with the nurses' stations and all that kind of stuff, use the glass desks. Because it says there, well, actually it says there it creates a workspace for one employee. But lots of people have said that the glass ones, because they don't have a chest of drawers on one half of them, you can fit 2 people at those, which could be quite handy. That would be very useful. But, okay, so let's get a desk in. We'll have a nice blue... Yeah, that blue suits. We'll have that look. Now, how is that one done? How is that kind of done over there? So they've got the desk, the viewing thing over there, the control panel, and a little kind of window. Okay, right, yeah, that's fine. So this is going to look very, very similar. So we'll put that there. Then we need to get one of the fancy chairs. We shall, of course, make it blue. We'll pop a PC onto there because that will make sense. We shall have the control panel for the X-ray thing there. We'll have the viewer on the wall just there. And then we want to go to walls just here. Grab that. Bring that along like that. Hang on a second. Rotate it round. And then, yeah, we'll just sort of bring that across like that. There you go. Oh, no, they need a plant. They need a plant and that's it. Hang on a minute. No, we're going to get rid of that. There can be a fairly thin walkway through the middle because otherwise they won't have a plant. And that's just not right. That's not how we do things around here. So there we go. Like that. And then just sort of draw a bit on like that. And then we want to get the window bit so they can see. So what have they got downstairs? They've got a glass wall. Yeah, one of those. So pop that in like that. No, hang on. There, like that. Get rid of that one. Oh, hang on. We can't move them, can we? That's unfortunate. Get rid of that. That's okay. And then what else do we need in here? So we need equipment cabinets and all the other bits and bobs. Okay, they could go... we could have the tall equipment cabinet kind of behind us, like so. I mean, that's now up and running. That's entirely valid. I'm going to move that over just a tiny bit so it's not quite as up against that wall. So that is valid. It's a valid room, but it's a bit of a boring room, isn't it? So how about we have a couple of dressing screens like that, so you can get changed over here and then go and sit on the big machine thingamajig. And then we'll have ourselves a cabinet with drawers just there, just so we can put something on top of it, really. We will get a plant. Let's have one of those in the corner. That's quite nice. And then, yeah, we've got some space over there as well. Hang on a minute. Hang on. What could we have on here? Skulls. There you go. A poster about skulls, because you might be able to see somebody's skull using the X-ray machine. And anything else we'd like? Oh, a skull. We can put a skull onto that thing there. Okay, it's a very skull-heavy room over there, but I quite like that. That works well. What else do they have down here? They've not got much down here. It's not overly exciting. So, yeah, okay. They don't have a plant. They don't have a plant in there. Oh, this is outrageous. Hang on a minute, hang on a minute. You're getting a plant. There we go. Don't say we don't spoil you. Okay, so there we go. That's all set up. And then really... we kind of want to replicate that over there. I think we have got the money to get that sorted. So I'll just go and kind of repeat what we've got over here in this room. We can't directly copy it because the doors aren't in the same place, unfortunately. But I'll just go and kind of replicate that in that room there. Okay, there we go. That X-ray room is now fully equipped and ready to go, which is all very good. It's kind of more or less the same as that one over there with a few little differences. So there's a different plant over there. They've got kind of a little one. They've got a big one over here. The poster's a bit different. That's an informational poster. And they've got something different on their chest of drawers. They've got a skull over there and they've got some trauma tools. I did throw in some first aid kits. They're hanging on the wall because they seem to be quite an important thing to have around a hospital. And I also did make a couple of changes. So the plant pots are blue because that would make sense given the department colour is sort of bluish. And you can change the little viewing window things. You can customise those with regard to colour as well. So they've got blue panels at the top and the bottom now. So there we go. They're all ready to go. Of course, we need some people. We need some people to operate the machines, but when we've done that, we can have 3 X-ray machines. That's going to make things so much more efficient around the place. However, I did notice that we don't have any flooring over here. So people are going to come up here and think, brilliant, here I am, I'm on the right floor. And then it's going to look not finished. And that's just not acceptable. We can't have that at all. So hang on a second. Let's nip downstairs and we shall grab the flooring over here for orthopaedics, because it is orthopaedics flooring over there, which is a bit weird because you're kind of coming round the corner to go, hang on, where are we? Coming round the corner to go to the x-ray bit, but that's fine. So there you go. Orthopaedics like that. Orthopaedics there. Is it worth grabbing the stretchers and just putting them there now anyway? In fact, there are the stretchers, look. Hang on, where's the colour-coded ones? Yeah, we'll have those. They're a bit drab, but yep, 3 stretchers. Absolutely, makes perfect sense. And then I think we have got 57, about 57,500 money. So I think we could then go and sort this out as well, because it is a bit boring over here, isn't it? So let's get some more modern benches going on, and we'll put one lot up against there as well, because I think that's quite good. And then along here, let's get the vending machines and all that kind of good stuff. So there we go, vending machine. We shall get a coffee vending machine that hopefully also serves tea. And then, yeah, we need another queuing machine. Where can we put... Hang on. We just put one there like that, look. We need a bin and we need some plants around here. There is fruit juice. If we could get a little table in, that'd be quite nice, wouldn't it? Hang on. Can we get... Hang on, a water dispenser would be quite good. So hang on. So pop one of those in like that. Then we'll get ourselves... hang on, a clock could be quite good as well. Pop a clock in like that. Want to get a little table. Let's have a glass coffee table up here. Very fancy up here. And then, yeah, get a bin. Put a bin over there. And then over in the corner, let's have a potted plant. Because, of course... Oh, no. The monitor gets in the way. Hang on. What we'll do is... We'll put that... No, don't move the monitor. I want to move the bin. There we go. So put the bin in the corner. And then we'll have the plant just there. There we go. Perfect. That works out very well. And then onto that table, we'd like some fruit juice, please. There we go. I think that looks okay. And I don't quite know what we're going to do with this wall here. Is there going to be something against it? Or is it going to be open? Is it going to be a corridor? I'm not sure. And when we could potentially for now get some more seats in. Because that's not that many seats. So we could, although that is going to stop people walking through. Do you know what? No, I don't like that right now. Let's leave it like that. That's 10 seats. That's 10 seats up here. Although they might need a few more because it is going to be potentially a bit busier up here. Okay, hang on. Is there any other way we could do this? I think maybe if we move those over like that. There we go. Move those over to there. We can get you moved around and put that there. And that's another 2 seats in, which is better than nothing at all. Do you know what? That will do for now. That will do. Right, now we need to get some people in. And I think, given that we seem to be making an okay amount of money, let's get people in for both the day and the night shift on both of the new rooms. Let's do that. If we're going to do it, let's do it properly, shall we? Because, of course, we have people coming in overnight with all sorts of ailments, as we've seen. So here we go. Let's make sure that we get 4 very good people. So, right, is there anybody that works better in the day or the nighttime? No. Okay, hang on a minute, hang on. Radiologist, that's what we want. Can you please reveal your hidden perks? Because quite a lot of you are hiding all sorts of things. Okay, right. We're not having the best of fortune with our staff hiring recently. They sort of seem to always have a negative trait on them. It's never like we get somebody who's brilliant. For example, over here, Cara Moore is pleasant. Anything that'd be a good thing, but also she's a hedonistic alcoholic. I mean, yeah, you over here, you wash your hands 3 times to be sure, and you're a scholar. Maybe we could put... Oh, you've only got radiology of 7%. Hang on a minute. Hang on. All these... 16%. 16... These people are terrible. You're okay. Comforting is good. Hedonist, okay, you like a bit of food. I do as well. Rest levels decrease slower. And you're a people person. So we'll have Karen Thomas. Karen Thomas can definitely come in. And then on the night shift, Rachel Barkley has appeared with radiology of 18%. No, we're going to spend a bit of money on refreshing the list of candidates. Thank you very much. Okay, Karen Anderson is a no-go. But, okay. We've got 3 people here who are potentials. Peter Thomas is pretty good. He does live far away, but that's okay. I think that's all right. Do we want to pay the money to figure out what Carol Rodriguez's secret is? Hang on, let's do it. Okay, it's a good one. It's a good one. Takes 20% less salary when leveling up because she is loyal. Okay, so I think on the night shift, let's get Peter Thomas because there's less people coming in at night. So let's get you in on the night shift, and then we can get Carol Rodriguez in on the day shift with radiology of 39%, and then on the night shift, you've got 13%, you've got 9%. So we shall have Robert Moore, who has absolutely no hidden perks whatsoever. What you see is what you get with Robert Moore. Okay, so now we've got 4 people up here ready to go and do some X-ray stuff. But of course, they're not going to stay as these names. So now we have to go over to the wonderful wheel of names and see who's joining us over here in radiology. Okay, so joining us in radiology to operate the X-ray machines on the day shift, we have Smacky D and we have Sissy. Welcome aboard. And then on the night shift, we have Tom Williams and we have Sophie B. Welcome to the night shift, people. And that's very exciting. So now I think what we do is we just get time ticking on and we see how this works. So these two are going to go home, of course, because they don't work in the day, but we do have the 2 day shift people in, which is very good. So you two can just go home. Now, I don't think we've seen anybody use the elevators yet. We've not seen how that works. Right. Okay. Oh, a clinic patient spent half a day in the hospital without being treated or hospitalized. If there are tests running, the patient will return the next day. Okay, Lisa Hernandez. What's going on here? A low voltage burn. Okay, hang on. Why are you not being treated? There are no doctors. Oh, you're leaving. Oh, okay. That possibly is why. So I suppose we can't just give you a treatment because you're going home. Okay, that's. I mean, it's not fine. It's not great, but there we go. Now, how do the elevators work? Do people queue up? It looked like they're just going to walk into them and then kind of teleport away, Star Trek style. And then he comes out of this one. Did he come out of that one? Where did he go? Okay, hang on. I was expecting him to come out of the one at the bottom there. Oh, no, there they are. Right, so there is a little bit of a delay. So they don't just appear by magic. They vanish by magic, but they don't just kind of come down in no time at all. There is an actual time that it takes for the elevators to move about, which makes perfect sense. Okay, right, so now can we see people using the many X-ray machines we have? Because we just spent a great big chunk of money on getting that sorted. It would be wonderful if we could see at least one person coming up here just to make use of these over there. That would be very good. So if we just move time on a tiny bit just to see what's going on, how is everything else doing? I imagine because we haven't got 12 million pop-ups, it's sort of ticking on okay. I mean, last time the problem was caused by that influencer increasing traffic to the hospital by 45%, which sounded really good. And it did mean that we completed one of our goals, but it did make everything a little bit kind of chaotic and silly, didn't it? So there we go. Never mind. Everything back to normal. We've treated, 47 people. And here we go. Look, one person has appeared. They're up here already. And have we got anybody downstairs? Yes, somebody was in there as well. So the 2 of them, and somebody's in there. Okay, we are helping. It's all being very helpful. Okay, this is wonderful. Right, that should sort out X-rays for a good long time. And look at that, they went to have a little break, a little tiny snack of whatever it was over there from the machines. I mean, possibly on this floor here, we do need to get a break room. That might be really useful because there isn't one here. So if they do want to go and have a bit of a break, they have to go in the elevator down to here. And the break room is actually, where is it? It's over here, look. So they're going to have to go all the way over there to have an actual proper sit down in a staff room. And then the bathrooms are over here. So I think possibly we do need to get a bathroom up here as well. I think that could be quite handy. Okay, hang on a minute. So restroom up here. Is it worth putting it along there? So just put it kind of along that bit. That'd make sense. Then people can use it. And then if the corridor kind of comes round, unless we put the break room there, because it's a shared room, so the common room is a shared room. So we could put it there. Hang on. What else does that need? So I don't know if we need more orthopaedics offices. Waiting rooms don't need reception, really. They're quite nice to have. We don't really need that. I mean, yeah, we've got a diagnostic unit going in, regular ward, HDU, nursing stations, sonography unit. We have one of those already. And there is a lounge downstairs. So, I mean, do we need to have another lounge? Is that another thing that we desperately, desperately need over here? I don't think it is. I don't think it is. So I think let's have a radiology restroom and break room over here somewhere. The restroom doesn't need to be that big, actually. Our restrooms are quite grand. Maybe the common room. Well, hang on. How are we going to do this? So the restroom could go here, but then that's going to get in the way. So it kind of... Where's this corridor going to go? That's the question we need to ask, really, isn't it? Where's that corridor going? How big are the restrooms down here? Hang on a second. They are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so if we pick up that restroom, hang on, how big is it like that? It's 10. Okay, so if we pick that up and go like that, that's 12. Bother. Okay, so we might have to kind of redo it. We might have to sort of build it from fresh up here, so from scratch. I'm thinking we just have a restroom going across like that, but then, yeah, they're going to need to get round to their break room somewhere. Where is that break room going to go? It kind of has to go over here, doesn't it? It'll have to go over here somewhere. Unless it goes round the elevator there. Unless it goes round that elevator. But then that's more over in orthopaedics world rather than over in radiology's world. Okay, right, hang on. I'm probably making this way more complicated than it needs to be. What if we just had... I mean, if we make that waiting room bigger and we have a small bathroom like that, and then the corridor could come round the corner, and then possibly... Or... Hang on. No. Bail out of that. Bail out of that. Destroy that. What if the corridor then becomes... Yeah, this is tricky, isn't it? This bit here is a little bit of a grey area. I'm tempted, really, to turn that into a radiology corridor. Because I think that's more radiology. So like that, look. So it can come out like that. And then it can go up like this. And maybe the loos could be on the other side of here with the break room next door. That would make sense, wouldn't it? And then we need to change the flooring around. Hang on a second, that's fine. So that can be orthopedics. But this bit here needs to be radiology flooring. Okay, right. We're going to get this sorted, apart from I've pressed the wrong button again. But now we're going to get it sorted. So, yeah. Okay, that lovely colour there. And then bring that across like that. And then, yeah, we'll put that there like that. And even though there's no walls there yet, but there we go. And then go to here. And we can have ourselves a restroom. That can be, I mean, possibly here, I would say. So a corridor can kind of carry on in that direction if we need it to. So that needs to be 5. So bring that down. No, 5 by 6 should be plenty. And then have a common room. Just a place where the staff can go and have a sit down if they need to. There we go. Right, let's go and get some walls and such like sorted over here, because that does look like a bit of a mess. But then if we could get that all in and up and running, I think that'd be very, very good. So hang on, let's go and do the walls, because we know what we're doing with those, he says, more or less. So hang on. Go there, take out that wall there. And we can take out that wall there, in fact, because that can just be a nice kind of open waiting area on the corner, which is quite good. But then, yeah, we are going to need to... hang on a second. Hang on. We need to grab that and turn that into a proper blue wall like that. That can go in like that. And then we'll just draw a big wall across like that. And then across like that. So now it's all contained up here again. And then we need the break room and we need the bathroom. Okay, right, hang on. Let's just go and set up a bathroom, because that's a fairly simple thing. I'm just going to go and set up a bathroom nice and quick. Hang on. There we go. One bathroom set up. All the basics are in. Toilets and hand dryers and sinks and mirrors and a bin and all that kind of stuff. And then over here, I have put the walls in for the common room, but I've not done anything else. So let's get one of these in as well. So meal counters, that seems quite a good thing to have. So maybe let's put 3 of those over in that corner there. I quite like that. And then in that corner, can we have some lovely kind of, I don't know, maybe like a few bookcases. That could be quite good, couldn't it? So bookcase, and a locker. Maybe we can have a locker in the corner just in case people want to lock things away. So that can do for that end. And then a dining table, that's going to be very important. So we'll put a dining table there and possibly another one there. And then let's get some fancy chairs. And we shall turn them into the lovely proper colour. So there we go. This room is much bigger than the other one. we can fit a lot more things in here. So that's 8 seats. That's pretty good. And then we've got a bit of a gap over here on this side. So how about, very important, we have a coffee... Oh, hang on, we need some tables. We need some tables in. Can we put a dining table up against the wall there and put like the coffee machine onto that? Yes, we can. Okay, hang on. So which looks better? That's $159. That's $659. That one's got to be the better option because it's more expensive. So we'll pop that on there, and then we will have... Let's have a radio, shall we? Let's not have a telly up here, but we'll have a radio. And then what do we want to put here? What can we put there? A fridge. Oh, that's quite exciting. A fridge. I like that. Yes, we'll have a fridge just there. In fact, do you know what? Push the fridge over there like that. And then can we have a fancy little coffee table with fruit juice on it? Yes, I like that. And on the wall on the back there, while you're making your coffee or putting the radio on, let's have a mirror just so you can check your appearance. Just, while you're grabbing a bite to eat or a quick drink or whatever, you can then just, check yourself out in the mirror, make sure that you look okay. Right, and then sinks, they can nip next door to wash their hands or whatever, that's okay. Sofas, we've not got room for a sofa, unfortunately. I suppose we could have room for a sofa if we moved the bookcases around. If we got rid of them in their entirety, we could have a sofa in that corner. Or we could get rid of the locker and put a sofa in. I would like to have a sofa more than those things. Do you know what? Let's get rid of the locker. So get rid of that. Sorry, locker. Get rid of one bookcase. And we will put a sofa in. And it can be blue. And we just tuck that into the corner. There you go. So if you need a more luxurious sit down, you can sit on the sofa, but you do have other options available over here at the tables. You've got drinks, you've got a fridge. If you want to bring a packed lunch or whatever, you can put that into there. You've got some food trays over there. Okay, there we go. We're down to 60.5 grand because, of course, we're making money, which is wonderful. So here we go. A clinic patient has spent a lot of time in the hospital. Are you going home as well? You're going to the doctor because you have a leg contusion. Okay. Whereabouts are you? Are you actually Oh, no, you are being seen. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We can ignore that message because she is now being seen, which is wonderful. Okay, so let's see what happens then. Can we get to the end of day 32 without lots of chaos? That would be really, really good if we could do that. How's high dependency looking over here? High dependency is looking definitely a lot less busy. Look at that. Still got a few people in. We've got, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think somebody just left on a stretcher. So maybe 5 or 6 people around the place. But it's not rammed. It's not completely heaving anymore. And over here, there are spare beds as well. Maybe not so many over here. Not so many over there. So we could do with a little ward up on the floor above as well for traumatology. But, all in good time. We will get there in good time. But I think, if we can get all that bit done for orthopaedics, that's going to be really good. That's going to be really helpful. And then, yes, we want to get our general kind of surgery thing in over there as well. That's also going to be very useful. But if we can just make sure that this is working really smoothly and really slickly, that's going to be fun. Okay, Peter Gonzalez, you're ruining what I'm saying. Here I am saying, yes, it's going to be working really smoothly and slickly. And now you are collapsing. Not good enough. Not good enough at all. Have we got beds over here? Okay, clinic patient has been seen by a doctor. Okay, and you're about to leave. Okay, hang on a second. Hang on. So, whereabouts are you? You're over here hang on. And you are waiting a long time as well. So, Lisa Jones. What's going on in here? Why are our doctors over in traumatology not being very quick? They're taking a long time to get stuff done, and people are getting a bit impatient about that, which is understandable. Lisa Jones has been waiting a very long time. Do you know what? Can we rush you through? Can we make sure that she actually gets seen? That would be quite good. Okay, there we go. So hopefully they're dealing with that. I mean, do we need another one of those rooms? Treatment of patient's diagnosis is not available. Oh, okay, right, hang on. Antiarrhythmics. Okay. Okay. That's a tribute band to somebody of the Eurythmics, and they really don't like them. Chemical burn of the arm. What's the problem? So you need to... Again, this is one of these weird things. So I kind of discussed this in the comments with a few people. following the previous video. I find this a bit befuddling. I find this a little bit complicated. The messages could do with making more sense to somebody like me. So that to me says you can't treat that person. Treatment for that diagnosis is not available. We don't have what it takes in a hospital to treat antiarrhythmics, whatever that is. But I think the problem is that there's no beds. I think that is the issue. So really, if it could just say there's no beds available, that would make a bit more sense. So it says, okay, antiarrhythmics are the treatment. To do that, you need to go in a bed in a burn unit. And I can go, okay, then that's a thing I can sort out. But I mean, that on its own it means nothing to me, Vienna. Antiarrhythmics. Drugs usually given intravenously or as pills to suppress abnormal rhythms of the heart. Okay, so you've got tachycardia. So you've got an elevated heart rate. Okay, because you've got chemical burns. So you need an ICU, any office, diagnostic unit at an emergency department, general surgery department, internal medicine, neurology department, traumatology department. Okay, so we've got a few of those. Diagnostic unit at emergency department. Do we have one of those? Hang on. Wait there, Frank. Wait there. Is that Frank up there? Yes, Frank's in that room there. Do we have a diagnostic unit at the emergency department? No, we don't. Because we can't build one of those. We don't have a diagnostic unit at the emergency department. Because that's not a thing we can have, game. Hang on. Let me go make sure that I read that correctly. Is that what it said? Antiarrhythmics, diagnostic unit at emergency department. Okay, you can't have that. That's not a thing. Game, this is very befuddling. Okay, I think it means that there are no beds available in the burns unit. Because it's got a chemical burn. So yeah, there are no beds available. Okay, we can get another bed into here. But again, this is going to be another prime candidate for having a great big ward over here. Great big burn unit. And then a great big kind of ward for that department. For, hang on a minute, which was it? Traumatology, that's the one. Because there's not much room down here. There's not much room in there. I mean, a few people in the comments have said, why don't we just uplift these in their entirety, put them upstairs? Just move all of that upstairs and we've got more room for the treatment offices and such like. But that should be okay. I think, just to maybe bring down the queues, we could do with another treatment office over here. I think that could help out. So one of those over there. Although that is a very big space. It's a very, very big space indeed. We can't fit one into there, unfortunately, because that's way too cramped. So it's just going to have to be a very big, fancy one of those offices. But you know what? That's okay. If it helps, it helps. We can't fit two in, I don't think. I don't think we can do a clever thing where we can kind of fit two in and it goes around the corner or whatever. Okay, that's fine. That's okay. So let's get another bed in here, shall we? So go to there. Press the correct button would certainly help. Right, do that. Grab that. Pop that. Just there. Okay, I noticed those things are potentially the wrong... Oh, hang on. Let's put it back down so it works. They're sort of the wrong colour. Hang on. Can we change the colour of those things? Yes, we can make them green. Okay, that's better. I like that more. Okay, hang on a minute. Let's go make all these green. Why have we not done that before? It's because I don't kind of know that we can do these sorts of things. Right, hang on. So pick that up. Make it green. It's a shame there isn't a kind of make everything, make all of these things the same colour kind of button. But okay, right, pop that in as green and pop that in as green. Just a quick kind of cosmetic replacement of all of those things. Very, very important. Oh, look at that. On the bedside table over there, that person's got some juice. Oh, that's quite nice. Okay, right. Can Chappie now come into here? So can Chappie over there now make his way over to one of the beds? Hang on a minute. Burn unit hospitalisation. There you go. You can go into the burn unit, my good. So you're going to bed. Okay. And yep, got more people being kind of carried about the place. How is night shift looking over here? Is it busy? Is it quiet? It's relatively quiet. It's not too busy at all. Okay, right. Rooms with critical workload, 1. I kind of feel like maybe we should be aware of that. So it's not an emergency. It's in radiology. So workload at night, critical. But maybe that was the X-ray room that was on its own. Now there are 3 X-ray rooms being fully staffed at night. Maybe that will not be an issue, possibly. But, yeah, okay, look, it's in use. It's in use. There's somebody here. You've got what? Oh, yeah, your legs hanging off. Okay, right, that seems bad. So there we go. That's in use. Somebody else over in traumatology is Lisa Jones. We were supposed to rush her through as well, and she's left. She's either got sunburn or what? She's turning into a fish. She's got ciguatera. I've never heard of that. Ciguatera fish poisoning, also known as ciguatera, is a foodborne disease caused by ingestion of fish flesh contaminated by certain toxins. But we can't treat that because that requires the internal medicine department that we don't have. Or you've been out in the sun for too long. Oh, okay. Wow. I didn't realise that was a thing that was going to be happening. But, okay. Right, fine. You're leaving. Are you going to come back tomorrow? I do not know. But, okay. I'm not sure if they are returning. So let's maybe... I mean, yeah, we've paid out the wages. And we've still got almost $48,000. You're having a sit-in here, which is good. Look, they're using the break room. This is brilliant. This is brilliant. And they're all talking about stuff. What are they all chatting about? Kites. Is that what they're chatting about? The little icon looked like kites. Oh, sorry, I've come in to intrude. And they've gone, oh, hang on, no, the boss is here. Let's not chat. Let's go and do some exciting work. Okay. Fine. You lot go and do that then. So let's see what money we have in the morning. I think that could be quite a good thing. Let's see what we're doing. Apart from Peter Gonzalez is having another collapse because he's got a stab wound. Could we please code blue Peter Gonzalez? Because he's done this before. Yeah, he's in a really bad way. He's got a stab wound. His lungs are perforated. He's suffocating. Yeah, this isn't going well. Could we please get him in for pulmonary surgery absolutely immediately? Because otherwise I fear that Peter Gonzalez might be our second casualty of the hospital. Hang on, somebody get in and do some stabilising. Right, he's being taken over here to go into intensive care, which looks relatively empty now. It's got 4 empty beds, which is good to see. That's a good thing. Okay, so it's going to get to midnight. Rolls past midnight. So the money's still looking pretty good. Right, he's been taken... hang on. Are they doing surgery? Is Peter Gonzalez undergoing surgery? No, that's April the doctor. Hang on, how can we click on Peter? There he is. Yes, he's being treated for his various stabbages. Dana Green, you were waiting not long ago. You were waiting. Hang on. Do we need to code blue you as well? Because you've got also... you're having heart failure. Okay. Joseph Taylor appears to be collapsing. Okay. Right. It's a good job that the intensive care unit is relatively empty because it's filling up very quickly indeed. Okay, right, here we go. They're sorting that person out. Here's somebody else to go and tend to. Oh, dearie me. Okay, are you okay? You're collapsing. Have you been stabilised? There. Oh no. They're doing some good work. Oh, you're stabilised. Okay. Oh, you're undergoing stabilisation. Okay. Right. You're okay. Jane Cole. Bed required for treatment. Emergency care is occupied. Your staff has been busy for a long time. Emergency care. Any office. Diagnostic unit. ICU. Emergency procedure to make sure the patient is stabilised by taking care of any potential wounds, lacerations, and all that kind of stuff. I mean, you could go into ICU if you wanted to. We could put you into ICU. That's sort of, that seems about right. That's emergency care. That's the most emergency of all the emergency care you can get because it's kind of bringing you back from the brink of oblivion there. Okay. And Liam the Blue has leveled up. Well done, Liam the Blue. Right, you work over in orthopaedics, and you've picked the word I can't say, anesthesiology, as your specialisation. Do you know what? Yes, I'm okay with that. That's absolutely fine. Yes, okay. You carry on doing that. You carry on knocking people out for a living. Whilst there was a quiet moment, I did go and sort out the emergency reception over here because that bit wasn't done, was it? We couldn't do that earlier because one of the benches was in use by somebody. So I made sure none of the benches were in use, and then I've rejigged that over there to mirror that bit over there. So it looks a lot more organised now, and I think that looks better. I think that looks a lot better like that than with the seats going the other way. And of course, we do have the lifts in as well. So really, adding the lifts in has made that a little bit better, I think. It just looks a lot more efficient that way. Okay, so there we go. So we're going to get to the morning. So let's move time on nice and quick. We're going to... oh, no, hang on. We pay people at 7, don't we? So across the night shift, we've done a whole sort of day of stuff. And we've got almost $36,000. Fraser Allen is going to collapse, which is a little bit unfortunate. Can we please keep Fraser Allen alive? He's got an open fracture of the humerus, but he is going into septic shock. which is not a good thing. Okay, they will move him over to intensive care. Do we have beds in intensive care? Because it was empty at one point, and now it looks very busy. Yeah, I think there's one bed. There is one bed left. Okay, these people over here, do we possibly need to code blue those? I mean, Peter Gonzalez, we've code blued you, so you should go through quite quick. Oh, and Dana Green, we've code blued you as well. But I think at the moment, maybe they have to be stable before they can go back out and have their operations or whatever. All of the people in here, can we code blue them? Just to make sure that if they are ready to go for an operation, go and do that operation really soon. So yeah, all the people in here, very important. Go and treat those folks, please, because that's going to really help clear out queues and such like. And yeah, if somebody else collapses, they can't go into here because there's no beds available, and it's really expensive to get the bed sorted in there. So, oh, Pip has leveled up. Well done, Pip. You work in orthopaedics. Okay, that's really good. That's really good. You're now a specialist. That's very fancy. Good job, Pip. Congratulations on your promotion and your extra money. That's very good. So there we go. So that's all looking pretty good. Upstairs is looking good as well. Look, we've got people coming in. The rooms are in use. Both of those are in use. And I imagine downstairs is in... No, downstairs isn't in use. It wasn't right then, but I think, they're all going to be busy. There we go. Somebody's going into there. So the 3 X-ray rooms, I think, are working very well. They were very expensive to get set up, but I think they'll pay themselves back in not too long at all. I think it won't take that long. Maybe sort of, a number of days, of course. Maybe sort of, 4 or 5 days. But the amount they're getting used and the amount that people have to pay to use them, I think, yeah, we're going to make the money back on those relatively quickly. And then, of course, after that, it's just lovely, lovely profit. So there we go. They're making a big difference. This break room is being used as well. That's really good. I'm very happy that's in use. Bathroom over there seems to be pretty good. So I think what we'll do is we'll finish up for now. And then when we come back next time, we'll see what money we've got. I mean, look at that. We're on almost 100 grand. We've made that normally. That's not come through completing sort of objectives for the insurance people. That we're over 100 grand. We're doing that properly. And the amount of messages appearing is significantly less. We're getting some messages, but yeah, there's a lot less saying, oh, no beds, no this, no that, everything's going to explode. You've got, everything's all gone horribly wrong, please help. It's all sort of, it's all fine apart from that one there. Game, stop this. I'm saying that everything is going fine. Desist you telling me that everything is not going fine. So, it's all going pretty well, apart from... Right, game. This you're ruining my ending monologue here. This is not good, game. Right, 2 people have now collapsed. Okay, hang on. I'm just going to go and check what intensive care looks like. Do we need to buy another bed? Oh no, I suspect we might. Okay. Maybe I should never say, oh, everything's looking pretty good, because clearly everything is not looking pretty good. Right. What do we do about this? Because it's filling up rapidly, isn't it? That's filling up. And we don't just want to plonk a bed anywhere, because then we can't move them around, because it's a real pain trying to move things around. We're going to have to put some beds possibly in the middle. But then, how about we have like a wall across here, where we put all of the equipment, so all the equipment can kind of be lined up against the wall, and then we can have beds across that back wall. That might work out okay. Hang on, let me go and just sort of rejig this room a bit and just try to fit some more beds in as best we can. Okay, there we go. There is a wall in the middle of that room now, and then on the other side of that wall, there are all the things we need, all the equipment and shelves and cupboards and machines that go bing and bong and boop and keep people alive, and that frees up that wall there to have some more beds, because my goodness me, this room is becoming very, very busy indeed. It might be that we have to have another little kind of intensive care wing over there as well. I don't quite know what's planned for there. I think there's a break room and a bathroom and various other bits and bobs. We might just need to have another one of these over there, another intensive care kind of row of beds, just to try and help out a bit. But right now, we do have a little bit of space across there. So here we go. Let's go and spend some of our lovely hard-earned cash on getting some of these things in. So let's grab ourselves, like that, look. That will do the job. And then rotate it round. And, oh, hang on, there's a thing on the wall there, like, whatever it is. One of the things that you use to bring people back from the dead, a heart machine thingamajig. I've completely forgot what they're called. Defibrillator, that's what I'm thinking of. So we'll put one there at great expense, because they're 10.5 grand. And you know what? We're going to need another one at some point. So let's pop another one in as well. There we go. So we've invested in this room over here. It's all fine. Hopefully those 2 people who are collapsing can now come over here and find a bed. And then with that done, and hopefully no more people collapsing. Game, I know you're listening. Please don't make any more people collapse, because it's just going to make me look very silly. With no more people collapsing, I think we will finish things up. But yeah, next time, if we could, maybe just have a look over here at getting orthopaedics sorted out. That'd be really good. Maybe we need to run the game on a day or 2 just to grab a big pile of cash. But then yeah, if we could get all of that set up and get all of the beds and all the other bits and bobs in, that means orthopaedics would then be absolutely fine. There'd be no rush, there'd be no pressure, it'd all be nice and sorted. I mean, right now, it's relatively quiet, but yeah, if we could get that done, that will sort that out for the entire future of the hospital, and we don't have to worry about it again. So I think we try and get that set up next time. That could be really handy. And then possibly we look at getting the general surgery department in, although maybe over here we could do with having a few more wards and things, another burn unit for traumatology as well. So plenty to do next time, many things to think about, but I would like to get the general surgery department in and also have another couple of operating lounges as well, because right now we still only have 2 in the entire hospital, which possibly is causing a bit of a delay. So if we could get a massive general surgery department in over here with huge wards, a massive high dependency thing, cardiography, sonography, we'll even throw in a lounge as well because we're nice like that, and then have multiple operating rooms, maybe even 3. I know, crazy. Just have a massive staff, have a massive on-call room and a massive nurses station. Just have loads of staff able to do operations. We're going to fly through them, and that's going to really help as well. But plenty to do, so much stuff to do next time. But there we go. We are at least on this floor, which is quite exciting. And so we're going to be working on here. Not quite sure what to do with that gap yet, but I'm sure we'll think of something. But we'll do all of that kind of stuff next time out. Hopefully you are still enjoying this. If you are, please do leave a like. That would be most marvellous indeed. And also, if you're not already, then please do subscribe to keep up to date with how we get on here next time out in Project Hospital. But for now, thank you very much for joining me in the Geek Cupboard, and I will see you next time. These people are eating the tables. They're just devouring the tables. They're so hungry. There's no atmosphere at all. Were you sat in the car park? Are you sure you came to the right place? Mein Knien staan in brand. If you want to order meatballs made of snails, you need to be really certain about this.